the other day with the Casey County Apple Festival. This lady, probably our age, she came up and she says, you know what? She said, I started cooking because of you all.
Really?
I'm like, wow. But I love hearing things like that. And I love seeing things. The other day, somebody on Facebook says, hey, I couldn't resist. I didn't have a smokehouse, but I took my grill. They had a little thermometer in there, and they were checking to see, they stayed around 90 degrees, and they smoked cheese on a little board like this.
I saw that.
And it worked out.
It looked nice.
I love when we have input on the show like this. It's so nice. So that being said, hopefully we have some input about this later. You are a grandma.
I know I am.
So these are Grandma's pickled beets, correct?
So you sang that song about me. You wrote that about me.
But I love me some of Grandma's pickled beets. How do you do it?
Well, it's pretty easy, and I've always loved beets. I know you love beets too. And I already have boiled these, and when I boil them, I like to leave the skins on, because then when they come out, put them in cold water, they just peel off.
That's why you got the gloves on.
Got my gloves, as I don't want purple fingers for a week.
All right.
This is so simple. A lot of people put unique spices. The only thing I'm going to really do is maybe cloves. We're going to keep this basic. Your basic beets.
First of all, they're wonderful, just cooked raw.
Oh yeah.
Put a little butter in them.
I could eat them right now like this. But we're going to go ahead and slice them. We're going to do, I have a recipe for just 1 pint jar.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Sounds wonderful. Now these are, the way we do these right here, ooh, those look beautiful.
Okay.
These are not to set around for 5 years. We eat them pretty quickly. Now it's got vinegar in it, and it's got salt, and it's got sugar, so it would last a long time if you set it around. But this is our put and take recipe.
Right.
We're gonna put these in the refrigerator. These won't last, what, a week?
Oh yeah, and you can, if you want, you can hot bath them for 15 minutes, people do, but like you said, we're gonna just eat them.
Straight pickle.
Yeah.
And they're better if they set a couple days, but you know, you can, I mean, almost immediately they absorb the wonderful little things you put in them there.
How's that? We got them kind of, I think we got it in there pretty good. All right, now we're gonna make the brine, and this is simple. We're just gonna boil it, pour it on top, and we are done. Well, what we need, and I made it, I have this for just the 1 pint. That's why it's gonna be small. So I need to start 1 cup of vinegar.
Okay.
And I use just the white vinegar for this.
Okay.
And like I said, this is just to make 1 pint. I'm gonna put a tablespoon, actually a tablespoon and a half of brown sugar. I like a little sweeter.
There you go.
Let's do that sweet. And a little bit of salt and pepper.
You know who'd want more pepper in there?
I know. Should we put a lot of pepper?
Pepper Bandit. We haven't heard from Glenn in a while. We need to check on him.
We do.
He's
Salt
a good
and pepper.
fella.
And then some cloves. I'm gonna put like 2 little cloves in here.
All right.
How's that sound?
I love my cloves. Go ahead and put 3 in there.
3, all right.
Yeah.
That is it.
That smells good already.
Smell good? We're gonna bring that to a boil, pour it on top, and we're done.
Let's see where you're going here, and I like it. You know what, on our show, we like the Moran Brothers.
Yeah, we do.
We like our music. And you and I played music together. A lot of people don't know this, but we have a band, which you play the keyboards, and she's gonna help out on the singing before long.
I am?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
She's a very good singer. And we have a music show as well on KET. And this particular show, our goal with this is to bring out the musicians who are up and coming, who are talented. There's something in the water in Kentucky. We want you to come forward, you singers and you musicians, any genre, doesn't matter what kind of music, if it's jazz or rock or country or bluegrass.
Gospel.
Gospel, bring it. The way to do that is to go to Tim Farmer's Homemade Jam Facebook page, post something of your group or yourself singing, and our producers will take a look at that, and then we will call you, get in touch with you, and you will come join us. Our next tape show, you can come watch it taped live. It's at the Lancaster Grand, a beautiful theater from 1929.
It's beautiful.
We're actually going to be performing, you and I, with our group.
You letting me play?
You're going to
Oh,
play.
wow.
We can't do it without you.
Okay.
And Tim Farmer Coolwater will be there on the Homemade Jam stage, Lancaster Grand. For more information, look at the number on the screen. Get your tickets. October 23rd.
Yay.
We're going to be jamming along with Blind Ricky. All right, we're getting you almost to a boil here.
Getting a boil. That smells really good.
I know. You know, there's enough in there for another jar, I bet you, almost. Look at that.
Perfect. That's it.
Just like that. All right, that's sealed. It's got vinegar in it and sugar and salt, and it'd probably be fine. Look at that.
Look good?
You know what? You can have this with any meal. And my grandfather did. Always pickled something. You know, when I was a kid, just the color and the texture was so unusual. You couldn't get me within a mile of these. Ready?
Yes.
What happens when you get a little older and you start trying stuff?
That's good.
That's that taste.
That's delicious. That's a big
that one.
piece. I hope I can do it.
I shouldn't say this, but I have to. So you fix these, and you can't stop eating them. Nice lipstick.
Thank you.
You get up in the morning,
I know where you're going.
you read the paper, drink a cup of coffee.
Do you think you're dying?
There's a lot of coloration in here.
Yes, there is.
That
It's okay.
goes round through. You're not dying. Just remember that when you eat beets. All right, now, since we're working with beets, this is what, 3 beets?
3 beets and 3 cups of water, and I let it boil for an hour, and that's what we got
Look at
left.
the coloration.
Right, and it's kind of made these soft, so you could eat them. Don't eat them though. We need them for something else.
The byproduct of this whole thing is the coloration, which we just talked about.
Right.
Maybe too graphically, but
Okay.
that was just a warning because there are.
It's very colorful.
So, the next thing we're going to do is pickle eggs. Have you ever had pickled eggs?
Yes, I know you love them.
Absolutely love, love, love pickled eggs. But we're going to have some pickled eggs. This is going to be the coloration. You know what? First of all, let's clean all this mess up.
Okay.
Eat a couple more beets.
You gonna save some for me? All right.
And we'll stir it in on the eggs.
Okay.
All right, let's take our beet juice, and we got about a cup and a half of that.
All right.
About a cup and a half.
Of the vinegar, and this time you want the cider, right?
Vinegar, yep. We're gonna use about, I don't know, how much onions? Half a cup onions?
Yeah.
Let's go with 2/3 cup of sugar, and we're gonna take a couple of cloves
Always, good. Cloves are good.
because I like that flavor. Now I'm gonna crank that up. All right, let's put our various size and various shaped eggs in here.
That we already boiled and
They've
peeled.
already boiled and peeled. And let's put a little layer of beets in.
Make it pretty.
And it'll give that darker color
Yeah.
too. Beets and eggs and beets and beets and eggs. When those are sitting in the refrigerator and they look at me, they beckon me.
You want some more beets? Look at to make it pretty
A
on
little more.
top. Yeah, make it pretty on top.
Think about the things we've fixed here lately. We've opened up our minds to the fact that whatever you can buy in the store, you can make yourself. And a lot of times when you make it yourself,
It's better.
It's better. We smoked cheese just last week.
And that's gone. You ate it all.
Well, I'm sorry, I had to eat it. We have made bologna.
You ate that pretty quick too.
We have smoked our own bacon. We're on a roll, and we're
Yeah.
not going to stop. The world is full. Somebody said, "Well, you're going to run out of ideas." We're not going to run out of. We could spend 1 year doing recipes on beets.
We could.
It never ends. The world of cooking, outside, inside, farming, gardening, all these things, it's wide open.
Yeah, it is.
How about some calves this spring?
That would be fun. This spring, so it's nice.
In the spring,
Yeah, in the spring.
Yeah, we're not going to hurry anything.
To go with the baby lambs.
To go with the baby lambs, we're going to raise our own beef.
What happened to your beard?
You know what? Some of those hairs were like turning around and
Oh,
digging
really?
in.
Okay.
So,
You look younger. You look like you're about 21, 22.
Really?
Yeah, you look pretty
well,
young.
you're looking mighty fine yourself, Mrs. Farmer.
Maybe I should shave.
So if you were going to try to figure out how to do these things, how would you do it? Where would you look it up?
Where would I look it up? Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen.
.com.
Or Facebook. Can you find it on my
Either one.
Facebook?
Go to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen Facebook page and like it.
Right.
See where we're going, what we're doing. We always give you a heads up when the show's going to come on. If you are actually looking for those recipes, timfarmerscountrykitchen.com. Click on shows, then click on YouTube, and gosh, there we are.
Watch 'em
We've got
all.
a vast library for you to choose from. We are at a rolling boil. The onions look like they're getting done. All right, I'm going to take this off. We'll let that cool just a hair.
That smells good.
Doesn't it smell good? All right,
just
let's
see
let
how
this
they're-
cool and we'll come back here in just a second.
Okay.
You ready? Are you excited?
I am. I want to see what it looks like when you pour it
I'm
in.
gonna try not to spill this all over the place.
Pretty.
How about that?
That looks good. And
Now, I remember as a kid when you would go into a fine establishment where they had adult beverages behind the bar and mass quantities of those. These were everywhere.
Really?
They called those places bars.
Really? I didn't go to those places.
I haven't been to one lately, but they had these everywhere. And they soak up this color, and they soak up this flavor, and they used to be everywhere. You can still buy them in jars in the store.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a lost art, and it's kind of a lost sort of thing. These, when they cool down, we're going to stick them in the refrigerator. You could set these on the counter probably. We're going to stick them in the refrigerator. Again, I'm going to call this put and take canning.
Okay. Can you maybe leave them for a week and then we'll try them next week on the show? Can you wait that long?
I'm really
You're gonna
really
try?
going to try.
Try to let them sit a whole week.
I'll try.
Okay.
I'm not promising you anything.
I know, they'll be gone. They'll be like halfway.
You know what? We have zipped through another half hour. We made probably, I would say, the best pizza I've had in a long time.
That was the best pizza I ever have had. I am serious. I loved it.
You know what? There's some left, right?
I ate a couple pieces. I think there might be a piece
Kelly
left.
ate
Did Kelly eat all the pizza?
You know what? That seriously, when you do things at home and you have fresh ingredients and you take your time and mix things up just like you like them, you can't even explain how wonderful it is. Mrs. Farmer, thank you for being here tonight.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I thoroughly enjoyed our time together.
Did you?
But you know what? I'm very sad.
Are you? Why?
Because our evening is over.
Oh.
So let's look at these fine folks and thank them for sharing our kitchen with us. It's all about
good times.
Good friends.
And good eats.
Pickled eggs.
1 week. You have to wait. You have to wait.
I'll try.
Okay.
No promises.